And I am back.
I have something that might interest you.
What?
My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
A body? That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
Optional. Enter the overseas outpost to find the body. Ceased. Condemned due to infestation. It's about time I used this. Start exploring. Get in all kinds of places. Silver dust. Ah, there she is. She's down here. More coin. Metal crate. Addermeyer solutions in there. Nice. So you're rewarded for exploring a bit. there's spring razor. Attach the spring razor to any surface by aiming at the desired location and pressing right mouse. Spring razors release a cloud of deadly razor wires when enemies come within range. Well, I'm trying not to kill any. Stinging bullets. Grenade. Oh, maybe I can sell items. Letter to Mr. Weatherby. Mr. Weatherby, you'll have to hire a new shop assistant and it won't be me. If you want the job, you just have to go get the shop key from my former assistant. You said, here's the address, you said. Also, you forgot to add that the guy didn't quit but died somewhere in a building so infested with blood flies that the Grand Guard condemned it. How's anyone supposed to get that key back? There are lots of things I'd do to get a job, Mr. Weatherby, but suicide isn't one of them. I know you'll ask some other poor guy, more naive or more desperate than me, but let me tell you one thing, that is not fair. Better than the last toilet I saw. Not sure what's through there. Back in the shop.
Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like it.
No. Right, so there's got to be a way through here then, I guess. What happened there? Water down. Oh, I see, I can. That's got to be the way.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
Discreet.
I won't be able to have another dinner party for at least a month.
After let's see.
Some kind of trouble? In this part of town?
If I want to get help from Mindy, I've got to enter the overseer's outpost.
Why can't they keep all the riffraff in a separate place?
Okay, so they're looking for me.
Maybe I should hire my own bodyguard. I don't feel safe anymore.
Miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice. Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens
Move
next?
along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What?
This is how
Here?
we get rid of snitches.
I only know
This area is restricted on
anyone
the
asks,
authority of the
we just
Abbey.
ran through.
No one is allowed inside.
Yeah, we couldn't stop them.
Dig deep, brother. Remember the fate.
The windmill turning all right up there?
Stay high is probably advised. Like this sort of open world you can explore. Some block lines. Not many of them. Abandoned notebook. It was the month of Earth 3 years ago. The sky over Karnaca was full of stars. I remember it all clearly because that was the day I lost my position at the Royal Conservatory. I spent the night on this very roof drinking and staring up at those points of light so far away, looking for some kind of answer. One constellation stood out, a whale with a bright blue star for an eye. It was beautiful, comforting somehow, like it was watching over me. And the day after that, with my head still pounding from drink, I found something in a puddle in the street, made of whalebone, carved with old markings. A good luck charm, I thought, and it worked for a long time. Everything got better. But now my luck has left me, like everyone I cared about and everything I owned. It's silly. But I came back here hoping that if I could see that kindly star-eyed whale in the sky again, maybe things would pick back up. I'll wait here watching. Oh, looks like we didn't, bone chop. Ah. Gutter feast. White rats can be eaten for mana. Right, I'll equip them. Planting. got the marker for the outpost.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft the music boxes at each enclave, here in the city. Instead, they're made in a few locations, kept from us, and shipped out. It seems dangerous.
Far worse to have the knowledge of construction materials scattered across the island. The metals used to make the devices are usually rare. Techniques applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers would border on heresy.
I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and perverted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to protect such a powerful tool. Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed in the fight against the supernatural.
Look to the 7 strictures.
You're not supposed to be...
Oh, crap. I was spotted. The tasks won by the Overseers protect their heads against frontal ranged attacks.
Border on heresy.
I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and perverted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to protect such a powerful tool. Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed in the fight against the supernatural.
Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know. A young girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. She looked up at me.
They will rise
and
up
asked
among you like a
what
virulent
shrines
swarm,
to the outsider
devouring
could be
everything
found
wherever they
across
go,
the
even
aisles.
filth.
She affected a look of innocence, but
Something
beneath
is
it
amiss.
saw guile.
Some heathen
My
grown
suspicions
bold by these
arose
times.
at once, and I questioned
shall
her,
not abide the
sharpened
footfall of a
until
blasphemous
she
wanderer.
confessed to playing alone in an empty woodcarver shop at the edge of town.
Are we not brothers?
Each
That
day
is what
for a
I should
week,
have said.
She crept
Now
back
I
to
feel
that
remorse.
place, and
Will
there
bother
in
me
the
all
cellar,
night.
she found cloth of purple and red, suspended from the walls, and a wretched altar of candles burned low.
Don't know how I get
Some
behind
small
it.
trinkets of bone, and a few coins left by those within the outsider's wicked cabal. Those cursed figures who hunch and shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us. The girl was taken from her home the next night, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal. Her corruption was eradicated for the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you. We harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we saved countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death. Karnaca is in great peril, brothers and sisters. Now, this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis, but the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Karnaca has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Those leading this city would gamble with all that we have built, with your very families. If the Abbey is pushed away, anarchy will befall this city. A chaos not seen since the time of the Great Burning. Karnaca has...
Oh, yes. This is where I needed to get to.
What's going on here?
Didn't quite work. So, yeah, go ahead and alert all the guards in the place. I've got to get him out of the chair.
We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so the others will not lose their way. to keep our charges from everlasting pain and suffering.
Something is amiss.
One
Even
among
grown
us
bold by
from
these
wandering
times.
through that
I shall
endless
not abide
night
the footfall
Or-
of a blasphemous
without
wanderer.
A glittering thing. That's all it was. A bauble. A trinket. Yet it caught my eye. Why be tempted by such gilded nothings?
Only
Yeah. So the problem is I don't know how to equip the
those who turn
sleep darts. Yes, please.
I will ask again today if this is truly her chosen path. I can only hope the outsider hasn't gotten to her first.
He's wearing a mask.
surrounds us all and threatens to devour the
sleep.
earth and sky.
That didn't work.
One among us from wandering through that endless night, a time without end. Only those who turn from the
A glitter?
risking endless existence, adrift in the void. Dark sky without stars. The cold, lifeless ocean that surrounds us all and threatens to devour the earth and sky and all things in between.
By these times,
Trust
I shall not
in
abide
the
the
Abbey.
footfall of a blasphemous wanderer.
Reports from the Oracle, day 18. Blah 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 blah. Pause to read. Anything important in there? Not sure. Unsent letter to the High Overseer. I hope you're in good health and not too nostalgic, which I'm told is striking this time of year. Forgive my stream of letters, but our problems in Sarkonis are significant. Any insights you can offer will be welcome. Duke is a travesty, openly disdainful for the Abbey, and yet I must maintain relations with it for the welfare of this nation. You've been called a unifier, something the Abbey greatly needed after the horrors of the Rat Plague.
Am I hoping to cross paths with that monstrous assassin?
Take the
Vice
payload.
Overseer Liam Byrne.
So the others will not lose their way. Are we not brothers? That is what I should have said. Now I feel remorse. It will bother me all the night.
There's a safe there. The 7 strictures. Surround your innermost being with these strictures and you'll be safe. The 7 strictures are our core principles, taught and reinforced by Overseer across the Isles. From these principles stem all manner of rules, social codes, and beliefs about the cosmos. Wandering gaze, lying tongue, restless hands, roving feet, rampant hunger, wanton flesh, errant mind. All these behaviours must be restricted in order to keep one's heart free from malevolent influences. And I'm willing to bet, yeah. There's a ruin in there.
Still no word from our sisters. Strange. Very strange indeed. I must draw strength from my brothers. For are we not as one? For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body.
Here we have something in here. Right here we'll do. It's the Litany of the White Cliff. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd for the foggy grey wastes of the outsider. I just realised,
Some take comfort from the strictures.
I'm here for a body. I love that. Is there anything ever in these things? Strictures to keep you safe. Remember the 7 strictures, especially those 3. New mission clip. Right? Reminder. Vice Overseer Burns' note mentioned errant mind, lying tongue, and wanton flesh. Errant mind is stricture 7, lying tongue is stricture 2. Ah! It's code for the safe, isn't it? 726. I bet it is. It is. Oh, yes. What a room. Oh, yes. Do I want to spend it yet, or save them up for dark vision, maybe? That was very good. The ancient music. Throughout the natural world there are ripples that we can barely perceive with our senses. The ancient music. So where I need to get to is the interrogation room. Enclave lobby, 2 is closed. 3, the Vice Overseer. Holding, closed, and rooftop.
This heretic's body is important, even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the Vice Overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else, maybe Overseer Kindala. Until then, we stay where we are.
Will the heretic's corpse attract blood flies, brother?
No, I've dusted it already. We should be fine here for now. But mark me, anyone who shows up here has ill will at heart. There are no coincidences in Karnaka.
Right, I need to be careful up here. Oh. He's right there. Oh, there's a book here too. The pause to read. Here we are. Here we'll do.
That's Mindy Blanchard.
Deal with anybody who's around first. Then I'm free to explore this place. I can hear something.
No.
Ah!
Is there...
They are right up on the roof. Can't remember if I read that one or not. I think I have here. Fire hardening treatment. I noticed there's some stuff in this cabinet here. Ah, no, don't really need that. So I got the safe. downstairs. Seventh strict. How many floors does this place go? Selected sayings of the Overseer. See, there's some red herrings being inserted in here because many of these are 3 digits, and people thought, one of these has got to be the code to the safe. So that must be the body in there. Right. Pistol. Excerpt from Overseer Interrogation Report. Brother Barnardus, where did you find those drawings? Accused, I made them. As I said, I'm an artist, mostly newspaper advertisements. These don't look like advertisements, they look like heretic nonsense intended to make your neighbour sick or bring back a loved one. Nothing will dissuade you of these notions, I'm sure, so instead of wasting my breath, I'll give you some advice. Take a bath once in a while, Overseer, and invest in some scented soap, unless that's against one of the strictures. Conclusion. Apparently, the accused suffered from a weakened heart, dying during the interrogation without providing anything further. His apartment on the canal should be searched for items or drawings of a profane nature. So the optional one here is to locate the body. I know where that is. Another health item. Giving a subtle hint here. There's a power that can be acquired later on where you can possess a rat and get through those small spaces. Funny stories from Sarkonis. Early one morning near dawn, Marcolo's wife hears a knock at the door. It's one of Marcolo's friends. Where's my husband, she asked. He was supposed to be with you, picking up a case of open rum. I'm sorry, says Marcolo's friend, but something horrible happened at the distillery. Marcolo toppled headfirst into a barrel of rum and drowned. So the wife starts blubbering, "Oh, my love, he's gone. At least tell me it was a quick death." "I can't lie," says Marcolo's friend. "He got out 3 times to piss." Unless there's something up here. So, there's no one in there. I've got the key. One of those guards. There's that hole. Secret date. Meet me at our usual place tomorrow night. Be sure to bring the drawings we talked about. Corrupt. A corrupt bone charm. It says high pressure. Explosions from grenades, oil tanks and bottles inflict more damage. Coins, arrows. Sleep dart. Stun mine. Attach the stun mine to any surface by aiming at the desired location, pressing right mouse. Stun mines deliver an electrical shock that renders the first target to come into range unconscious. Good to know.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Yeah. I've now got to bring the body to Mindy. To the basement under the nearby dentist's office. So I've got to figure out the best way of doing it.
Sometimes, this tale is told within our mightiest enclaves.
Maybe...
may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased. So grave were his errors. To fall from the pinnacle of discipline to the muddiest pit of disgrace, that is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the high overseer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face. How did this come to pass, brothers and sisters?
What is it?
Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know.
Should get a longer break.
A young girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest.
He's already dead.
I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked what shrine to the outsider could be found across the Isles. She affected a little innocence, but immediately I saw her. My suspicions arose once, and I questioned her sharply until she confessed to playing alone in an empty carving shop at the edge of town. Each day for a week, she crept back to that place, and there in the cellar, she found cloth of purple and red, suspended from the walls, and a wretched altar of candles burn low. Some small trinkets of gold.
Probably going to have
and
to
a
deal
few
with
coins.
And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Oh no.
The blood parts are disgusting this year. And what's next? It's enough to make a man crazy.
All those who lived around her, all of you, we harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we saved countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death. Let not the wanderer into your home, friend.
What's going on down there?
For their time to sink roots into the bedrock of the community has passed. Those who wander are untethered by family and neighbors for reasons tested and true.
Where are you gonna go?
It is oft because they have turned their backs on tradition and on the 7 strictures themselves. A wanderer, the outsider, never does that.
As if
The
things aren't
Abbey
bad
will
enough,
not
now I have to be on
allow
the
the
lookout for
shadows
some
of the void
no
to
good
fall
God
upon
damn it!
We will brandish the light or the flame as we must to keep our charges from everlasting pain and suffering.
Just leave me alone.
Only those who turn from the 7 strictures risk an endless existence, adrift in the void, the dark sky without stars.
Just make it through this shit.
Well, that's not very subtle.
I told her it was a little tough of oil, but they don't want to listen to me. Next time, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
I can't. Can't walk through the streets with a body.
Come on, come on. Hurry up. Hey, you got him. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addermire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addermire.
Better than nothing. Thanks for your help.
Cool. Mindy disabled the electrified tracks leading to the station. They're safe to walk along now. Dead bodies. There's a room 12 meters away.
What's up? I'm scared. Something's up.
Locked in a cage of iron and toppled to the ground. The peace of non-being. Only those who turn from the seven strictures risk an endless existence, adrift in the void, the dark sky without
right
stars, the cold
So,
around the soul.
it was a worker. I'm not sure how to put that thing out. What have I got line? That's probably not going to happen.
Wouldn't miss that.
Now I'll walk around here.
We should rent another boat sometime.
We're playing dice tonight.
Me in.
You bet.
From the south,
Yeah.
You are coming tonight?
waste
Sure.
someone else's time.
Civilian
I'm thinking
white.
we need another evening at the rum club.
That'll be just the thing. What would you say to some unusual gossip over dinner?
Special fruit delivery. Yes, interesting.
Some call it magic, some call it fate. Did she do it for love?
Sounds lovely. Let's ask the land agent to re-inspect the riverside drains.
That's a horrid idea. Use us now, and we know him we do. So mysterious with your face covered.
Welcome to my shop. Have a look around.
I think we've met.
I'm game if you are.
Sorry, but that's not an area for customers.
I was going to take the statue, but...
I'm thinking of having a picnic soon, on the back lawn.
That'll be just the thing.
That would be Steve.
Wild mimosas are in bloom. Let's organize an outing.
Nourish the thought.
A body? Here?
No. That's worth 100. Wow.
It's not funny. Oh, you need something?
If only truth and justice could really be weighed on scales.
I don't know how I get to this. Moving so
Nominate your
close.
nephew as sanitation committee chair.
You bet.
Right under here. Oh, guards.
I think something moved.
I am tired of all this hullabaloo. I make good money to make sure things like this.
I told Miss Lucia Pastor that they wouldn't let us take the carriage. Adamire is closed to the public.
We'll have to try again. We have to see Dr. Hypatia.
They don't let anyone see her anymore. Not even people who need urgent treatment.
If we tell them that we represent Lucia Pastor and the Miners Family Committee, they can't refuse us. Hundreds of miners are counting on us. Hundreds of children, coughing dust and fading a little more each day. In the past, the good doctor always cared for them.
She did, and I worried that it got her in trouble.
If we lose Hypatia's support, then there's no one left on our side. Whew.
Now the power's down.
Careful with that sword. Grand Guard won't like it.
What sword? Note on abandoned luggage. I've packed everything like you requested and brought your luggage to the train station, but I cannot wait any longer. The train will be there any minute, and I won't miss my chance to leave this wretched city. Your shift at the Royal Conservatory should have ended an hour ago, so I'm confident you'll be here soon, and that you'll buy another ticket. It's been an honor to serve you during these 2 years, and I wish I could have said goodbye in person.
Why, that silver pipe you were smoking the other night, it made him tremendously more attractive.
The thing is... Yes, the voltage is off.
We should talk to the magistrate, see if she can help.
But, how far can I go? I can't go that way. But I want to figure
Adamar
out...
Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Anyone? Who's running around over there?
No one. There's got to be a way of getting that thing. I'm going to figure out a way of getting that bone chopper or root, whatever it is. And before progressing.
What a twisted situation. If it was me, if I was infected with blood flag larvae, I'd probably kill myself. I just had a talk with her. That should not taste anything like pigeon. It's beyond embarrassing. I won't be able to have another dinner party for at least a month.
So I'll investigate that. And thanks for watching. See you in the next part.